Hello everybody and welcome to episode 76 of the Hardcore Vanilla series. And just like the previous episode, this will in fact be a building episode. So, get your blueprints, grab some ibuprofen, and get ready to join me for what is going to be confusing and potentially a headache. At least for me. We are almost done with setting up the side portion of the, I suppose we'll call it the pit. I don't know why, but my brain just thought up Operation Birdcage, because I keep calling the portion up above that I'm going to be resting in, up above this area, the birdcage, and I don't know why. I think it's because I plan on making it out of bars, and in my brain that just looks like a birdcage. Oh, I messed something up. Hold on. I need to drop a vault door, or hatch, or something of that sort, right about here. Right about there. Maybe? We'll go one further in, just so we can place down a wall without having to break anything down. We'll put it closer toward the center, too. Like that. I don't think we have to reinforce any of this to concrete. The zombies shouldn't be incentivized to, in any which way, come to this portion of the base. So, hopefully that won't be an issue. We have a screamer.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Since we have this here screamer, we can take this time to test. Use her as a wonderful dummy. Hey, where you going? Would you lose attention? Like, keep up, lady. She screamed, which is great, but that's not really the objective. I want her to fall into the pit. Actually, if she could summon a horde, that would be great. Summon. Do it. Do it, lady. Come on. Last time I hit you with a shovel and you died immediately, so I'm not doing that this time. Is that a block right there? No, it's not. I let you get a hit in. How about you scream for me? I would appreciate it. Alright, how about this? I'll stand inside the base for a little moment and see if she does the thing. Now that I've gone here, I'll go up to the roof and see where she goes. Is she walking around to the front? Hello? Screamer. Oh, I think she's doing it. I think she's doing it. This is a lot of blocks, man. The amount of stone that's gone into this girthy gal. Anyway, she's going. She's going. So if I had the birdcage right here, she should be very incentivized to... Yes, fall right into the pit. Yes, that's right, you stupid, stupid zombie. I appreciate you and your lack of IQ. Now, she should waltz right up the ladder, and when she does, I'll kill her.
Master, we are not alone.
Now check this shit out. Superman ass! It's less climactic than I expected it to be. There isn't too much more to be done, but I will have to go to the base and get a vault. One vault door. Well, actually two, because I will be doing this. All of this. Well, not all of it. I didn't need all this extra stuff on the side, but I will be doing this sort of 4-wide hallway on the other side of the pit as well. As one can probably assume, it shouldn't take all episode, but you never know. I have a terrible habit of locking up my brain and going full excess with my resources. Excuse me. God, there's another one. I hear her. Here, Missy. 2, 3? Really? Any more? They just keep breaking my door. Rude. And my hatch. Learning elixirs. Gimme this. Need more steel. Take these darts out at least. Put away the stone and clay. Bars. Cook up more iron. We'll do 2 stacks. Why not? Like so. No, sorry, not iron, steel. We're cooking more steel. And what did I come here for? Brain. Processing. Should probably clear these out. Oh, right, I just saw it. The hatches. I'm here for the hatches. I suppose I'll take this ammo out as well. It's a lot of pipe bombs. My inventory is going to be beyond full. Well beyond. We got all of our plant fibers back from all of that digging we've done. There is something weird about that dirt around the trader. It all appears to be topsoil instead of normal dirt, which confuses me extensively. Here we are. I'll take 2 of these and all of the electrical traps. And at least 1 wiring tool. Actually, yes. 1 wiring tool. Should I bring a generator? Sure. A generator and 2 engines. Before the day is up, or before I initiate the final phases of this, I may have to go and get more engines. As while I have filled many of the other generators to the max with engines, I like to have a separate engine for each segment of a base, mostly based on when I built it. And this is more of a personal issue, but my brain simply registers it in a segmented manner. Like the tunnel that tunnel right there, her royal girthiness and her mouth, that is the jaw, and it has its own 2 engines, or generators, sorry. Its own 2 generators, and there's one in the back that handles the turrets and sort of the starting point, and now there's going to be more generators right there in that portion that will be powering the entirety of the pit. That is going to be blade traps and electric traps galore. Now I'm going to probably punch a hole in both of these temporarily, so we'll get that done with after I reload. And inside here, I'm going to be filling in this wall, at least, to reduce the odds of it collapsing or having any other structural issues. Because you never know what the zombies might do. Plus, we have demolishers at this point in the game, so we have to be very cautious about everything. Having at least one block, well, blocking your generators, is for the best. That's what this wall is going to be for. I might even put plating on the other side, but I'm not sure. I am hoping that this is going to be... Actually, you know what? I don't have to set up the entirety of the walls here. We'll leave a portion open over here in case I want to expand upon this later. Duh, it's a little ugly. I left an accidental extra space. But this is for my own mental security, I suppose, in case I decide to expand and I don't want to punch down the walls, because that gets annoying. However, the plan here, if you were to look at this, I'm going to have the normal electric traps right here, and then the upside down one here as well. So 2 per square inside this trap, or this pit. And I believe the pit is 19 squares long. Let me check real quick. That was wrong. 15 squares long. 15 squares, which means I only need 60 of the electric fence traps. If I decide to go for the entire thing, I might just do the first half and call it good. But the tunnels, this little portion here, is absolutely going to continue to be this long, just in case I do decide to extend it. It's all based on how bad the Horde Nights go. But we have to do what we did on this side over on this side. So I'll be back after I'm done with that. Here we go. Dig away. Auger go brrr. That should probably be enough for most of what I have to do here. Oh crap, I guess I missed a handful of blocks. I'm gonna have to go and get those real quick. Actually, I'll do it while I'm building. I have to get this wall finished up anyway. So, place the blocks like so, and then punch a hole in the ground. Like you do. Yeah, this is just going to be a lot easier to do if I'm in the process of building. So we'll take out this top layer where it's easy to reach. Oh, hold on. Hold on now. This is actually reachable from here. Yeah, there's only a handful of blocks. We'll go ahead and just take this out normally. I get confused so easily by it because the ground is difficult to tell where the actual block status is. Now we just need to fill in the walls here, which I'm going to leave a handful of spaces on both sides. I already did it on the other side, and this is going to be essentially the secondary side of the pit. I suppose I should fill this portion in as well. But this is going to be the secondary portion of the pit, at least that's how I mentally note it. Because all I plan on having on this side is the electric wire traps, and on the other side the generators are going to be there. So that one takes priority over everything. This damn robot. It's always in the way when I'm trying to build. I think minimally my goal is to just have the top layer be concrete, the inside portion, like this, should also be concrete because that is the pit. This may even eventually get upgraded to steel, but for the time being concrete will do. I want to see how the pit does before I invest the steel, as that is a lot of resources and time gone into one thing, and you don't want to go too hard when you're unsure of what your build is going to be capable of. At least that's how I like to do things. Especially considering this is a hardcore run. If I flub things too hard, like not doing what I did with that Screamer, where I tested exactly how efficient it was, or checked if the AI actually decided to path where I wanted them to. And now that I've confirmed that they will, it makes sense to upgrade all of this to concrete, and proceed with my prior suggested plans. That is essentially how to science. Make sure that you're not wasting your time first, and then, once you've figured out that everything is in working order, you start wasting your time. I think this is actually one... It is. I've accidentally made this one layer higher than the other one. Oops. Did I place down the vault door yet? I did not. So I could just fill this up. I have plenty of cobblestone. I could just make this another layer higher. I don't see why not. Or I could drop this down. It's barely any bit higher. I barely built anything. So maybe I'll just make this layer one block higher. And then make the remaining portion after this flush with the rest of the project. I done goofed and went too high. This is what I meant by you can't tell where the blocks are in the dirt. It's difficult. Well, maybe it's not difficult. It might just be a me problem. It's probably a me problem. Which, hey, that's okay. I am curious as to how this is going to play out. I am also curious if the pipe bombs are actually going to do enough damage to matter this far into the game, as they seem to be honestly dirt cheap compared to many of the other things like grenades and the like. Even the grenades were pretty cheap, actually. Explosives aren't too bad in this game. All things considered, it could be far worse. What? How did this get placed here? There was no reason. I'm going to blame the robot because it's easier than owning up to my own mistakes. Now we finish up this final wall, and then all I have to do is place down the floor, which I think I'll time-lapse real quick, like so. Boom, done. I'll probably fill in these spots at least. Alright, so for my own convenience, I might actually just go craft some steel doors or something and put them here. The zombies should ignore this portion entirely. There's no reason for them not to. Actually, for my own convenience as well, I will put a single ladder right here. So I can parkour up like so and go back to my base. Since this has all been set up, there is no reason for the zombies to want to mess around with anything that's here. I'm putting ramps here because it just looks better. I'm going to do it on the other side as well, because it just looks better. There's something aesthetically uncomfortable about the just straight Minecraft square blockiness of, like this. This is why I laughed so much when I initially made this. It's just big-ass bowl, like a frickin' tumor sticking out the side of her royal girthiness, so I could put a land claim there. That's amazing. Oh, another scream. Get away from my door, lady. Thanks, I appreciate it. Jimmy, stop inviting all your girlfriends. More concrete blocks on the way. Honestly, it might be a good idea to craft even more. Gotta make use of these pipe bombs. I think we're done with the pipe bomb crafting, actually. Before the Horde Night, I'll have to transfer this to one of the other boxes. I'll have to transfer it to a box that will be in or around the birdcage. I have to work on the birdcage at some point today. The royal girthiness is starting to get a bit more complex, which is a good thing, of course. Now then, what did I come here for? Right. I need door. Is there a steel door? There is a standard steel door. There's a double one as well. Now, it takes the same resources, but just takes up twice the amount of space. I see. We could make it powered. There's no point in using powered ones for what I'm doing right now, though. So I'll just do this. Steel, springs, mechanical parts. Steel, done. Wait, how many did it take? 10. Easy enough. Wait, steel door 01. So is there an 02? Steel garage door? I guess there's not a steel door 02. There's simply a steel door 01, and that is it. Why? Why? I don't understand. Springs and electrical parts. I only need 2 of these, so there's no need to go too crazy. Wait, was it electrical or mechanical? Steel, mechanical it was. So, put these back. Take some of these out. Like so. Now we have exactly enough for 2 of them. 3 minutes and some odd. I guess I'll leave that be for now. Now we need to place down the generator. Probably do a handful of upgrades inside the pit. I think I upgraded one side to concrete, but the other one is untouched. Here we are. Oh, right, I needed a hatch as well. Well, I guess I'll do that afterwards. So, down here, I shall have the generator. Probably right in this corner where I drop it. Maybe a little further out. Sure. My paranoia has determined that I must make this a little bit deeper in, just in case. Metal. Why is there iron? Anyways. I have some intense paranoia. So I'm going to put the generator back here, in its own little pocket. I'd still like the top of it to be cobblestone at least, though. As I understand it, the zombies really do have absolutely no reason to come down here. No reason at all. So we'll do that. Fill in a little wall right there, I guess. And put the generator over here. I get this weird feeling that they might blow up at some point and hit the generator. I don't trust demolishers. I've had bad experiences with the many overhaul mods that I play. Oh, I still have the steel hatches. Each of these allows 50 watts. The electric fence posts are, well, more than that. We're going to start from the far end, but how are we going to determine? I'm just going to punch down one of these blocks for measurement purposes, so that I can put one fence post here, and that is going to be how I tell where I need to be. That is going to be how I tell where I need the electricity. Now, I could really stack these things up if I wanted to, but there will be one like that, and then there will be one upside down, which I believe I should be able to just place naturally. Or I'll set up a layer of plates above or something. But I gotta do the same thing on the other side, which I don't feel like counting, so I'm just going to punch a hole through this side as well. Again, for the purpose of easy measuring. There we go. Each of these ends up being, I believe, 10 watts, right? I believe. Let's put the impact driver away and get this. 5 watts. Okay, so it's 10 between the two of them. We have this, can refuel it, and if it has 100 watts, then essentially I can do 10 sets of the electric wire traps, and I think I want more than that. I do believe. For now, though, I can just walk between these, can't I? That's convenient. Let's go ahead and place down 10 of these. Robot, I need you to move now. There you go. Robot, come over here. Why don't you stay in this pocket? Good, robot. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Robot. Everyone I place down, this fucking robot gets in my way. Come over. Over this way. Come on, through the wall. There you go. Now then, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That should be enough for now. That's what this engine can handle, or this generator can handle until I get more engines. Oh, there's a way that I could potentially hit zombies on the ground if I just lay these like this on these walls. Although these ones are A. So instead, I'll probably just put them upside down. That's what I did on the other side, or in the previous portion, isn't it? I just set them upside down. Time to take a peek. Yeah, that's all that's going on. It's just upside down. So I need more engines. Let's go get more engines. This looks weird. I don't like it. It must be fixed now. Looks absolutely goofy. There we go. Now, we gotta go beat the crap out of some cars. And since I've been dumping points into our wonderful salvage operations, I'm actually 1 point away, and I'm close to a level up. Let's upgrade a handful of blocks first. Increase the odds of getting those engines without wasting as much time. So, let's do a little upgrading, shall we? Upgrading finished. And that was in fact enough for a level up, which means we can finish salvage operations. Now we should probably hop on the mini bike at least. Hop on the mini bike and start driving around to look for vehicles to take apart. I know I need at least 4 more engines to max out the one generator. And it's definitely not the kind of task that we take a gyrocopter for. Move the impact driver back onto the hotbar, and wait, do we have gasoline? We do. Let's have a little trance around the town, shall we? See if we can't find any goodies. I am hoping that at 5 entire points into salvage operations that there is a notable difference in how quickly we get engines. Since it's a parking garage below 2-bit tower, it just makes sense to come in here and take what we can get. The question is what we're going to get attacked by in the process.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
So far, it's just one very, very dumb dog. Come on, Fido, you can do it. Oop, he did it. Impressive. Oh, there's one more. Dodgy. It's a dodgy doggy. Even with salvage operations maxed out, you still lose stamina over time while holding the left click. Surprising. I didn't need to collect what I just collected. I'm here for the engines. I don't know why I do what I do sometimes, but hey, I do it. Sneak attack on Big Mama. Something about Big Mama running just doesn't seem right. You just wouldn't expect a zombie that looks like that to come running at you like some kind of trained triathlete or something. Well, our grand total is 0 engines. Also, I see a little bit of a path that I made for myself in the past. Remnants of a time long forgotten. By that I mean like 40 episodes ago. It does make sense that the vehicles around my base have grown a little scarce because, well, I've been here for a while. Like 76 days kind of while. And instead of branching out, I just keep looking for the nearest vehicles anytime I need something like this, giving myself little to no wiggle room. But if I can just get my face through this fence, like so. Oh yeah, that felt great. Then I can get this truck. I am a little irritated that I haven't found a single engine. Loads of radiators though. Brass Haven. If I can just get over these damn bumps here, lose about half my vehicle's health. There should be more in this area. Like so. They absolutely refuse to give me more engines. Ah, this little crash site. There should be an engine somewhere up in here. How did that miss? Interesting. It's like the impact driver doesn't have a hitbox with some of its attacks. Very weird. I don't know, let's try using the left click. Maybe that has some impact on the engine drop chance. Perhaps they want you to not power attack. Does not seem like it. Hey, robot, take some stuff. Well, let's keep looking through these parking lots. More vehicles and a chance for an engine. I can only hope. Ooh, what's this? Oil. My inventory is getting loaded very quickly. Oh, that's why. There's no more crafting queue. I'll at least be keeping the oil. Now I have to keep an eye out for dropped materials because that could be where the engine ends up. I'd rather not just leave it laying around on the ground, after all. What is this? An engine, you say? Wonderful. Now, robot, take some more stuff. Radiators, inventory is still very full. Here, take the stone and the clay. And we've gotten 1 engine. Hooray! Still no engine. It is an insane amount of radiators, though. If you need brass for bullets, salvage operations is the answer. Every stack of 5 radiators, which I swear I'm getting like 1 to 3 per car. There's 1, 2 for one of the beaten up cars. So yeah, probably 2 to 3, 2 to 4 radiators per car. Granted, it's 3 minutes to scrap all of that, but each stack of 5 is 937 brass. Which is an excessive amount of brass. Let's have the robot hold the engines and the batteries as well. Maybe not the lead batteries, they're not that relevant. They're not needed, that's for sure. Time to continue the hunt for engines. And we finally got another one. That's 3 out of the 4 that I need. So there's 1 more car and an ambulance over here. It's whatever that is in the distance. Is that a military vehicle? Well, my stores of brass are being reinstated because the radiators are plentiful. I believe 1 more engine will be enough to fill up what I need. Hopefully I can get that from these 2. What? What's going on? Snake? What? A sneaky snake? Poor guy. Didn't know what hit him, but I do. It was my steel ass. Cornmeal. Disgusting. Did I? I did leave food on my robot. Good. Needed a little snack. Get another engine? We did? Question mark? Let me count. Take a second to scrap that. 1, 2, 3, 4 engines. Amazing. Let's have the robot take some of this other crap, and I will take the engines back. So, back to her royal... What's that on the ground? Oh, it's the cornmeal. Disgusting. Thought it might have been another engine. Let's make our way back to her royal girthiness. Once we get there, we can finish up setting up the electric fence posts. I have to remember that. I have to keep calling them electric fence posts because my brain, for whatever reason, wants to call them electric wire traps. It's hard to argue that those aren't the same thing. Once those are set up in the bottom of the pit, I am curious
I've got a
as
bad
to
feeling about this.
what Shirley has feelings about. I didn't ask, Robot. I never do. You just walk up and start telling me about your day. I don't care what your coworkers did or said. Once the fence posts are set up, because they're pretty stagnant, or yeah, stagnant might be a proper word, they stay where they are, and then you don't need to touch them. Ever again, really, outside of repairing, once they're set in place. As for the blade traps, I think I'm going to have to block off one of these paths right here. I might have to block off this right side, for instance, so that the blade traps can properly hit everything. If I put right here, yeah, see, we won't be able to, we would have to block off 2 blocks worth. That would be bad. Or would it? No, I could just do that. I don't see why not. The wall would get thicker, and it would take a little extra time. But it's nothing terrible. Where's that engine? Right here. Generator. My brain is using engine and generator interchangeably, because that's what engines are mostly used for. Now that that's set up, I can do 300, so I can do a total of 30 electric fence post setups, which I suppose I should at least finish up this current row for now. Robot. I swear to God, this robot literally tries to get in your way when you're building. It's 5... 9. You are in the last spot, robot. I swear to God, if you don't move, I'm going to disassemble you. You know all those radiators you're carrying that I've been scrapping for the last 4 hours? You're going to be just like them if you don't relax. Get out of my way. Now that those are set up, I'm going to want to set something up as a sort of roofing above these posts. Or actually, do I have to do that? Couldn't I just place these against the wall? Wait, the question is, are these two the same width? They are. So, if I go for an advanced rotation... Here we go, like this. They should be placeable just like this. Perfect. Oops. I appear to have run into a slight dilemma. There is, in fact, a maximum cap of how many things can be connected to a single... A maximum cap of how many things can be connected to a single engine. Generator. It is a generator. One day I'll figure that out. So I'm going to need switches, or relays, or anything of that sort, really. Which should be in this chest. Switches. We'll do, just in case, 3. Which means I may, in fact, just rewire all of the ones that I have set up already. It just seems like the proper answer. Speaking of which, I actually didn't finish up this portion of this pocket, did I? I guess I didn't. Let's get this taken care of, filled up, and ready to go. Like so. Now, do I still have those hatches on me? I do. Good. Now we have our entry. Natural entry, at least. That's what it's going to be. Just gotta remember to close it whenever I come in here, otherwise zombies might come in and start beating the crap out of my things while they're not powered. And that would not be okay. Now the question is, where am I gonna put these switches? I can set them above the wire traps. So, we'll put one near the engine, generator. I'll get it one day. Like that. Now we'll take the wire tool. If I just keep left-clicking the generator, will it just snip everything? It doesn't appear so. But if I look at these and left-click, it does in fact snip the wires. The only other solution would be to pick up the generator, which I believe consumes the gasoline inside of it, which I don't want to happen. This isn't too tedious after all. Anyone else coming to play? Silly, silly goose. You're early by a whole day. This isn't Horde Night. Now then, let's get all Thomas Jefferson up in here. There we go. Went a little far into the morn, but I had to finish the job. Now that this has all been taken care of, we have electricity, the power of technology, set up in such a way that we shouldn't have to worry about any kind of nuisances getting through here anytime soon. Look at the sheer amount of wires. 20 electrocutions. 20 instances of electrocution before they can even get to the ladder to get to what they had to go through before to get to me. And I'll be up there dropping bombs on them the entire time. It'll be grand. Now that those are all set up and wired, I can do myself a favor and block this off. I had to punch a handful of holes through the pit in order to get those set up properly. But this has been episode 67. Thank you for killing that screamer. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next episode. But for now, goodbye.